how Cool Kid cuts back a little bit. So we'll see if he goes for the Wily 2 skips, which you can soft lock the game on. We'll just see what he goes for. Oh, looks like we're getting started here.
Here we go. Is it just me, or is Cool Kid have a little bit of a head start here on the stream at least?
Yeah, you would have thought they'd let Mazzy start first.
Wow. Pole position. Well, either way, they are off into Cutman stage at this point. Of course, Cool Kid goes for that corner jump, so he's got that chunk of time.
Yeah, it's kind of tough and very nuanced to see, but just watching Cool Kid play, you see how he minimizes all the heights of his jumps because you are slightly faster when you're walking versus in the air. It's just all the little things he does to just have time saves.
Yeah, and he knows pretty much every damage boost to go for in this stage, really leveraging that select button here and there. And I think we're about synced up on stream now.
Yep, so it looks like Mazzy's only one screen behind.
That's definitely not that much in this game. Both players looking good on health. Neither one's going to even think about that health drop sitting there right before the end. So Mazzy has to dance around a free one.
Yeah, they've got enough to get hit by the big guy and still take 1 or 2 damage boosts.
Yep, they've got plenty of health for everything. They'll both still be able, even with that hit from Mazzy, to get hit by the rolling cutter and to do this fight optimally. Even with that big drop up top, you don't want to get that and stand still while Mega Man's health refills, so no reason to get it. Here's Cutman. Cutman, fortunately for us, unfortunately for him, pretty simple.
Yep, Cool Kid has no troubles, and it looks like Mazzy is finishing up too.
Mazzy's not going to risk the hit. That's just fine. So Cool Kid selecting Elicaman at 229. Mazzy's going to get to that menu just a second. 37, so about 8 seconds between the two of them. That is about the time it takes to cross one screen in this game.
You know, Mazzy had a good stage. He's keeping up pretty well.
Yeah, Mazzy's right there. Just got to hope that these 8 seconds, they're going to keep piling up, so he's going to be going for stuff, hoping Cool Kid trips up or has some sort of issue, maybe a little bit of trouble getting that magnet zip coming up here. In what is that, halfway through this stage?
Yep, or he could miss this corner jump right here, which would cost him almost 15 seconds.
I think we've already seen a couple of players in this tournament going for this corner jump, missing it and falling all the way down. Cool Kid, as of yet, not one of them.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting him to, but it was still a possibility.
And it's always there. And when you're the underdog in this fight, you've got to be on the lookout. Cool Kid, though, playing well as always.
So I'm going to say this as a commentator. I would absolutely love to see Cool Kid get ND jailed and then have to mount a furious comeback. Because I think if he was running a high 18 and Mazzy was about a minute from PB, Cool Kid could actually come back and make it a very, very close race. But I do not get my wish today.
He gets the beam, he avoids the jail, and he gets the top exit. Now we just gotta hope there's no reverse jinx here.
Mazzy does it great too.
Nice. But you can see he's gonna take a little more time here going out the normal bottom exit. Mazzy, like we've been saying, Mazzy is playing a great game right now. It's just that Cool Kid is playing an amazing game.
Yeah, Cool Kid's just doing Cool Kid stuff.
Pretty much. No shame in either of these runs at all. Cool Kid's taking his time in the climb here. A little bit of trouble. As he actually getting... It looks like he's caught up quite a bit, but this last section is very perilous.
Yeah, Cool Kid was actually having some trouble with the climb there. And Mazzy's showing Cool Kid how it's done.
He slowed down just a bit too much there. Couldn't get the jumps off in time.
Yes, right at the last beam.
After he took the first hit, I thought he wasn't going to go for it, but Mazzy is a gamer. He went for it. Unfortunately, it cost him here. So I'm sure Mazzy's going to have, especially with the full health now, he's going to have an easy time with Elikman. Cool Kid, meanwhile, is off to Iceman stage. This I feel like this is the worst stage. Ooh.
Yeah, Cool Kid does the swaggy double zip over the water on the same beam. And then this is the bad break setup for the gap zip. So Cool Kid played that Iceman about as good as it can possibly be played.
Just what we expected. Iceman goes down pretty easily into the select pick with glitch with the Elec beam. Mazzy looks like he's taking a little time here trying to get this zip pixel.
Yeah, 2 or 3 times Mazzy's been 1 pixel too low.
This is what we were talking about earlier. Mazzy has some great potential, but he's going to have to deal with the Yoku blocks here for missing it by a pixel.
Yep. Got through that screen just fine, though. We'll see if he uses beam here. Ooh, he's only got 1 left, though, for the gap here.
He's got to be a little careful with these platforms. He's going to walk for it. He's jumping around because he knows he wants to not have a fall speed of 1,000,000. Oh my goodness, he made that jump? I might be a little behind here, but wow.
Yep, Mazzy did make it across. Cool Kid gets the first bigger zip in fire. Wow, Cool Kid missed the jump setup twice there. That's definitely not what we're used to when we watch him.
Can't be perfect all the time. Call it race nerves. Mazzy is done with Iceman. Cool Kid getting some corridor zips here. We haven't really talked about it too much in this specific race. I guess we'll put it there, that if you can get some specific pixels in this game where Mega Man is basically like perfectly able to land on the platform, but the game won't let him move forward, you look left and the game says, oh, Mega Man's stuck in something, and zips him to the right. We're going to see a lot more of that in this run. And obviously, no slides in Mega Man 1 and 2, so zips are the order of the day.
Yep, exactly. So Cool Kid is almost a full stage ahead of Mazzy now. That death on Elecman definitely didn't help Mazzy out.
Death on Elikman and Cool Kid just dominating Iceman stage.
Yeah, that was quite the 1-2 punch there.
Again, kudos to Mazzy for like actually making it across that gap with the 1 beam and making those, like, I don't know what to call those jumps. Those were miracle jumps. Except this isn't Mega Man 6.
So this is a really unique setup that you see Cool Kid doing right here with the magnet beam. Most people will freeze this Sniper Joe because he will follow you all the way to this ladder. But if you're really, really good with your magnet beams, you can actually avoid him like Cool Kid did there.
Mazzy not able to get the fire zip a moment ago. That is probably one of the harder zips in this entire game to get right. It's very easy to fall off. So Mazzy's just working on that comeback. He's going to get a second shot at it here. He might opt to just go forward in the stage. It looks like that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, he actually only has 2 beams left, so he doesn't have enough. You need 3 minimum to do the ladder setup and 4 to do the ladderless.
Cool Kid is out of bomb. He did the quick bomb zip setup as well there, not even using the ladder. Mazzy's going to take out Fireman here. Cool Kid going to go to Gutsman. I'm not sure what his exact setup here is, but
he should try for 2 zips, I believe, on this one. You're going to see him jump down to this middle conveyor and then try to place a beam where he can zip here.
Nice.
And then he'll do roughly the same thing here.
I think
and this is great. You can see the glitched out Hammer Brothers there.
I like how if you're an enemy on the NES and you throw anything in an arc, you're a Hammer Brother. It's written into video gaming law somewhere.
Naturally.
Cool Kid already through this stage. Mazzy working that select button here against sort of those cluster bomby things in Bomb Man stage. Cool Kid gets his bomb off on Guts.
Yeah, so there's actually
the swag grab.
There's actually a setup there where if you place the bomb at the exact right place, no matter what Gutsman does, you can get the quick kill.
I need to look that one up later. Gutsman never agrees with me.
I was gonna say, in White Hat does a really good job of going over in his tutorial, his Robot Masters tutorial on how to do that.
So Mazzy's gonna go for the ladder setup here. Well, he's got a... Okay, he avoided the bullet bill. I was a little worried there.
This zip that Cool Kid is going to be trying for right here, you actually, when you get on the zip beam, you have to wait a half a second. If you don't, you will die when you hit that wall. But he gets it no problem.
That has to be one of the weirdest quirks of a zip in all of Mega Man.
Yeah, there are just a couple different zips in this game have just slightly different characteristics you have to watch out for.
Mazzy makes short work of Bomb Man. Cool Kid is about halfway through Wily 1 here. Into this really bad platform room, but it's easy with enough magnet. 2 jumps. Mazzy here in Gutsman's using kind of the slightly easier get a low beam to go through that wall. Makes this pretty easy. You still don't have to put any extra beams down. Don't have to wait on any platforms. And thank you for that follow.
Yep, Electman feeling bad for Mazzy there. Wanted to come back and follow him after killing him earlier today.
Cool Kid needs a second Elec beam for Easy Devil, but he gets there. Using that horizontal beam on the Yellow Devil there, sometimes it likes to arc right around the eye perfectly. Just making you rush to get that second shot off.
So here we'll see. I have to think Cool Kid will not go for the Wily 2 zips, but we'll see at the end of this first screen.
Never know. Oh, baby.
Oh, here we go, guys. It does look like he does have enough beam to get out of it, even if he gets subpixeled.
All right.
And he's through, no subpixel. Wow, that was impressive. That was some really good left A's too. So you have to actually, when you saw him moving and jumping up the screen there, you have to hit left and then hit jump 2 frames after that. And you have to repeatedly do that while hitting left and right. It's very, very impressive to do.
And Cool Kid is through to the Rockman clone.
So that last screen wrap and zip didn't seem that dangerous, but if he would have actually fallen a few more pixels,
that's true.
He would have died to spikes there.
Yeah, the game thinks you're on the next screen, which does have spikes on the left side about halfway down. So if he did fall any further there, if he wasn't able to sort of magnet beam his way out of that wall, or magnet beam zip his way out, he would have gotten spiked. You have to hold like right for like 10 frames at least, I think it is, before hitting left to get out of there. On the very next frame, in fact.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Rockman clone, of course, already down for Cool Kid. Once you know that fight, it's kind of jump at him, shoot that fireball across the screen. Rockman clone will just keep jumping right into it. Easy peasy. So here's the Wily 3 zip. You, as always with all these kind of top of the screen zips, you want to get that beam at just the right height. There's a known position to kind of fall down from the second screen to the third screen to get the pixel position for that beam on the next screen to do this long zip at the end. That's the one that saves a ton of time. And now it's dupes. Wow. Is he going to get all of the dupes? How did he get that one even while getting knocked back? This guy.
Well, that was definitely impressive.
I think I missed what happened with Mazzy.
Mazzy did take a death in Wily 1, so he had to start over.
He had no extra lives left. He was going to have to do something about the 1-up situation for refight skip anyway, so not the best place to take it in the middle of the screen, but at least it's over with.
So there'll be 2 quick zips that Cool Kid will probably try for right here. He might not go for this one because he only has 4 beams left. Or, sorry, 3 beams, it look like.
Let's see how he goes for this.
Not a problem.
Is it possible to mash the start button that fast?
Well, we just saw it, so I would say yes.
So the way that works is if Mega Man has a weapon on the screen and he gets caught in an animation, whether from Gutsman and grabbing or just the damage animation more likely than not, you hit start, and rather than opening up the pause menu, Mega Man enters that animation all over again. So you kind of do that to sort of hover Mega Man up into the ceiling, and as soon as one of Bomb Man's bombs explodes, well, that zip happens. It is a death warp, so as we were talking about with Mazzy, you need another one there. Wily Machine, you could basically just jump into it with Fireman's weapon, and it's all over.
So I would just like to say something here. So Cool Kid pulled an 1850 in this first race. That would actually tie him with Dexter for 3rd on the Mega Man 1 leaderboard.
Sub 19, let's go. Mazzy taking a moment here at least to congratulate him. I think Mazzy's ready to just move on to round 2. Looks like he's going to at least play on a little more here.
Yeah, that was just a ridiculously good race, and he lost probably a good 5 to 10 seconds on that elect climb too. It could have even been better somehow.
Yeah, Mazzy, this is what we were talking about at the beginning. He's going for everything. He knows all the tricks. He knows what he's trying to do. and there's just like a few spots where he was off by like a pixel. He jumped too late. He might have hesitated a little too much, or just maybe had trouble with the controller. And sadly, that put him back a few stages here. And he is going to kind of quit here to just kind of keep us moving. He is ready for round 2. He doesn't want to wait at all. He just wants right back at Cool Kid.
Yeah, and you gotta give Mazzy props for that. I mean, he's fearless.
He's got some fighting spirit. He's fearless, like you just said. He's here to put on a show, and we love it.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, if Cool Kid plays like this next game, it doesn't matter what Mazzy does. But Mazzy's just hoping that we do get some slip-ups from Cool Kid here.
All right. Not sure how long a break either one wanted to take before we officially got started here. Like we said, I'm not sure if Cool Kid... I keep forgetting this isn't even Mega Man 2. Because I'm thinking like Mega Man 2, you soft lock in a Wily stage, oh well, you reset the game, you put in the password, life goes on. That option doesn't really exist here in Mega Man 1.
Correct. If you soft lock, I mean, the first one is obviously an Elect Man with the Magnet Beam. If you soft lock there, you lose about 4 minutes. And if you try for the Wily 2 zips, like, or the refight skips like Cool Kid did, and you miss those, you soft lock, you have about a 15-minute reset.
There's a lot of game in front of you at that point.
Yeah, so we'll see. There were a couple people in chat hoping for that soft lock so we could see a third game for sure. I would note, I just wanted Cool Kid to miss out on 4 minutes worth, not 15.
I mean, hey, there's always game 2. Maybe he'll get both.
Get both soft locks. Soft lock and Elec, and then go for the Wily 2 and soft lock there too.
Yeah. I mean,
that'd be terrible.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what? Oh, my. One of my fond memories of Awesome Games Done Quick 2014 is everybody yelling triple candy trying to set this up. Iceman stage is a very, very glitchy stage.
Yeah, it is very broken for sure.
It's probably the one stage I would actually pick up every single drop I get in, because there's just so much lag.
Yep, yeah, those beginning guys, like after the first one, you want to make sure that you pick up all of those drops, or else, like you said, it will lag big time.
Okay. I think we are ready. I do like that dancing Mega Man alert. I just gotta throw that out there.
I like Cool Kid setting up the one of the ice zips without even being able to see the background. Doesn't need any visual cues.
I mean, at some point, you just know the game, and it just becomes second nature. And we're off. Both with 50,000. No time lost to RNG here. Just enjoy this sync for a little bit, guys.
Wow, and Mazzy even getting the jump right up into the ladder.
Telling you, Mazzy's here to play. And that screen, that I don't know which screen that is, second or third screen. It's a little tricky. Just dancing through all these turrets, there's way too many things that can just snipe you off a ladder.
Yes, absolutely.
Mazzy can't find a hold on that ladder there. Still jumps up the second ladder. So Cool Kid off to a little bit of an early lead here. Still early.
Yeah, it seems like Mazzy's game plan seems to be to show Cool Kid, you know, I can do everything that you can do. It might just take me a little longer, but I want to try to show you everything you can do.
Yeah, Mazzy is definitely a competitor. Cool Kid takes the hit. He's a little low on health now. We'll see if he takes the hit from Cutman. I forget exactly how much the rolling cutter does to Mega Man. I just know it's more than 4, so Mazzy is going to have to dodge it. Unless he gets something in here, and he's not going to want it anyway.
I was going to say, the cutter actually does exactly 4 damage. And so, you're right, Mazzy is in trouble. But yeah, Cool Kid can take one, Mazzy cannot.
Not too big of a time difference here. It really nets you is taking that hit that Cool Kid just took. Saves a little bit of jumping up and down. You know, optimal movement versus less than a second of lost time.
Yeah, it's super, super minor.
Just another example of stage 1 in a speed run. Yeah, there's a lot of like little things you do. So let's see, Cool Kid hits the ground at 239. Cool Kid here, too, I should note on that second screen, able to shoot those spines and jump right up. No waiting at all. That is not an easy screen to get past damage list without stopping.
Yeah, that is much more impressive than it probably looks.
Mazzy opted to use the select button strat there. And again, this corner jump. Mazzy gets knocked off the ladder once. These kind of ladder chasing enemies, not that much fun. Cool Kid does get through that corner jump on the second or third try, though. All right. Is this the run that's going to happen for you? Is Cove going to get his wish of a soft lock?
If I was a betting man, I would say no, but we'll see.
It's not very nice to wish that upon a runner in the middle of a race.
I don't know. I feel like you should actually feel pretty good about karma because I think my first match is against you, so maybe I'll end up being the one in the jail.
Well, it's not Cool Kid today, at least not in round 2.
Nope, and can't say I'm too surprised about that one.
Cool Kid is off jumping on magnet beans. Mazzy going for his magnet zip here. Saw us in the first race this weekend too. He opts for that very quick sort of motion to try and get into that beam. Does cost him a little bit of time. Cool Kid here, kind of in Mazzy's situation with that very small corridor zip, just for fun. Cool Kid getting through here basically with no health.
But the climb was much better this time for Cool Kid.
He just needed that warm-up. Whew.
The extra high grab on the orb.
Jumping right over that last Elec beam. Mazzy again with no health here. This time he waits. You can see every time there's a drop here for Cool Kid, whether it's the points or the Mega Man 5 reference, it's just lagging the game like crazy in Iceman stage. Mazzy wants nothing to do with Elikman being able to do anything and just uses the select glitch to take care of business.
Yep, I can't blame him there on that one.
Not blaming him at all. We have said it. Select glitch for this game. If you push select to pause, basically boss iframes continue to run out during the pause, so you just kind of sit there with the game pause and the weapon inside them. Their iframes run out, you unpause, they get hit. There you go. Wash, rinse, repeat. Nice zips from Cool Kid getting through Iceman stage once again. Mazzy has those death-defying jumps in the first round, and I mean, you want nothing to do at any level of play in this game with that platform section. They're kind of glitchy in their own right.
Yeah, I feel if you actually play those two ice stages back to back, or like side by side, they're going to look identical, even down to making the first corridor zip and missing the second one. Those were two incredible ice stages by Cool Kid.
Well done. It must be the stage that he just practices so much. He knows it. Mazzy not going to use any beams to get through this first Yoku block screen. Love the support Mazzy's getting at least. So we didn't really talk too much about Fireman stage last night. We were kind of marveling at Mazzy's death-defying jumps. A couple of big zips in Fireman stage. You already saw the first one. This one, you know, there's a free version of that zip, and Cool Kid doesn't care. He's going for the faster setup. So here's the long fire zip. Ko, if you want to cover this one?
Sure. So this one, like you said last time, is a little different than all the other ones. If you actually jump up to the next screen at the wrong time, you will die as soon as you start to try to zip there. But yeah, I mean, Cool Kid does it great every time.
That long fire zip saves a whole lot of time. Just having to go all the way up and over and through that winding passageway.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's one of the most important ones to learn after maybe the boss re-skip, the boss for refight skip, Wily 3, and Bomb Man. I'd say Fireman's probably next.
Yeah, I want to say Bomb Man is actually the longest zip in the game, but I mean, the fire zip just looks cool. It's clear how much time it saves winding back and forth.
Yeah, I would say with a caveat, like Bomb Man is a longer zip, but the refight skip definitely saves more time.
Very true. So Bomb Man, select besides freezing boss iframes also kind of eliminates Mega Man's knockback. So you can use it there to kind of stop Mega Man's movement, I should say. Get through two of those bombs at a time. Casually, you might want to just kind of walk up against those walls, make sure you don't get hit, but obviously not stopping is faster. Here's the persistent Sniper Joe again. Mazzy's gonna go for this zip again. Nice! Wasn't sure if he was gonna stay on that beam too long, but he gets through. He stays on it a long time. Saves a little extra time from the zip there. So he's through.
It's definitely it's a give and take though, because to be able to stay on that long, you have to wait a little longer before you start the zip. So a lot of it's kind of a wash.
True. Not really talking much about any of these boss fights, and I mean, when you get down to it, you can kind of see what's going on with almost all of them. Just kind of get the weapon in their face and hit select and watch the weapon hit them 7 times.
So I'm not actually sure what Cool Kid's splits are, but you're not seeing his splits, his timer go red before the end of his split, or before the next boss. So I'm wondering if he's actually ahead right now.
That is true. Chat is kind of letting us know he's minus 1-4 here. And as the world record holder, that means he is. If he's on PB pace, he's on world record pace.
Looks like he was 1 pixel too high on that first gut zip, but he got the screen wrap.
Gutsman stage, no problem. You do have to be a little careful at the end when you're not super consistent. If you kind of get knocked back by the Hammer Brother, wow, those corridor zips are insane. You can basically fall back, not have a chance to recover, fall on the spikes. It's bad. Here's Gutsman. Gutsman not even trying to get out of the way. Swag grab for Cool Kid. Good setup for Mazzy. Obligatory Dr. Wily eyebrows while Mazzy deals with Bomb Man here. There is a bit of a rhythm to mashing select. You don't just blindly mash it.
Correct, and one of the more annoying parts about the bosses too is that each one of them has slightly different iframes. And so you can't always mash at the same time even from boss to boss.
That's true. I feel like Ella commands tend to be especially long. So Mazzy does kind of the alternate setup here to get that low beam to start Gutsman stage. Don't have to wait for platforms there. Cool Kid's gonna do a screen wrap ladder grab and move on. Looks like that platform came up a little high for him there. No trouble. Is he gonna get the 2 jump again?
Not even sure why you asked the question, Cab.
I'm regretting even speculating about it. I'm sorry, Cool Kid. Now, let's see if he gets the 1 beam easy devil this time. Mazzy's basically through Gutsman stage at this point. Oh, it's right there. So I'm with you. I'm kind of staring at that clock. It did just turn red.
Yeah, it looks like you might be about a second and a half behind, or chat says plus 1.3.
Yeah, it was not red very long. I don't know how much give and take he has later on the splits. Mazzy's going to need a second bomb here. Gutsman is down, though. If you're Cool Kid, do you go for this?
Oh my god, yes. You are.
Of course you go for this.
You are 1 second behind world record pace. You are going for this.
Come on, get it! I'm gonna go and guess that he got it faster in the record. But that's just how optimized this game is in a few spots. A little thing like that can do it. He is through though, so he's moving on. So you actually know more about this than I do, Cove. Where is the soft lock potential?
It's when you go into like a Lekman's room there. If you get subpixeled, which there's just a random chance you can get subpixeled, you won't be able to jump out the top and you'll fall down into the room. And so the only way out at that point is if you have enough beams to actually get yourself to the top, hit the exact pixel with a beam you need, and jump out that way.
Ouch. Well, he got through it at least. And he gets the second set of zips.
Yep, unfortunately he missed the screen wrap again there. You can actually screen wrap to that last screen there. But, I mean, that only saves a few seconds. Meanwhile, Mazzy's making his way to the end of Wily 1 here.
I must admit, I'm not all that sure why. I just know nobody uses the select glitch on the Rockman clone, and honestly, he's not that hard without it. Easy fight for Cool Kid. Easy fight for Mazzy.
Yeah, it's very easy to time the fire shots on the clone, and you have the fire shield as well if he gets too close.
Bad Breaks pointing it out there in chat. Cool Kid not only low on beams, out of beams. He has a big enough lead and world record already over, so Wily 4 is just gonna... I don't think he's gonna have any trouble. Cool Kid yet to miss a dupe in either race here. There, I said it. I think it was just faster for him to pick that second block up at that point.
Yeah, maybe, but yeah, either way, that's ridiculous. I think ridiculous is about the only word for it.
You're welcome, Chet. Alright, Mazzy in the cut, man. Cool Kid. We'll see how he handles this with no magnet. He's gonna have to destroy both blocks to be able to actually get through and reach the magnet drop. And he's not even gonna go for it. Oh, he's just gonna go back and get more. That's right.
Yeah, he just wanted another refill there.
Clever. Mega Man 1, I think, is the only classic Mega Man game where the refills will respawn if you just scroll them off the screen.
And the refight skip, and looks like we're going to have another 18-minute time.
He's just making it look easy. Mazzy's gonna take care of the Rockman clone here in just a moment. Meanwhile, Cool Kid going for that 18. Bad Brick spoiling it in chat.
Well, usually if you're consistent with the boss, you add, I'm not sure the exact number, but about 18 seconds from when he goes to the door. So I'm pretty sure that's what Bad Breaks just did.
I'm sure it might be a prediction. RaceBot does have an 1847. Both of these times... Sorry?
No, I said as do Cool Kid Splits, which this would have been alone in third place on the leaderboards.
Yeah, both of these times actually race PBs for Cool Kid. So as it was mentioned in chat earlier, Cool Kid, this is his first match of the tournament, coming in and making a statement in his first match. Poor Mazzy left to do zips in Wily 3, but he's still having really good runs in his own right here.
Yeah, I mean, I want to make sure that people don't forget about that. Like, Mazzy's having a really good run. We've just been paying attention to Cool Kids because he was on world record pace for a while.
And Mazzy getting into the Wily 3 ball sub 20 is something I wish I could do. There's a couple of unfortunate deaths from Mazzy here and there, but he is still going strong. No dupes for Mazzy, so we get to see the Buster fight here for the end. I actually liked saving the blocks for the last few bubbles for a long time, but more recently I've noticed, these bubbles go around the screen so fast, you actually want to use the Buster on the last ones.
Yeah, and if you get the dupes, it feels good too.
So true.
I mean, Mazzy does have a chance at a sub 22. So I mean, if you actually look at a lot of the times across the tournament so far, Mazzy would be beating a lot of the competitors.
Yep. Gets through the first screen of Wily 4. You do want to get through it quickly. These kind of ladder enemies will appear there on the first screen, but if you go fast enough, they never get a chance. So Mazzy does have some beams, so he's able to jump on top of 2 blocks, which makes this setup just a little bit easier.
Yep, looks like Mazzy has a pretty good Wily 4 up to the boss 3 skips at least. See how he does on those.
He's going to go for the bomb setup here. Like
And
I said,
it works.
It's as long as you have any weapon on the screen that you can push the start button to get that hover going. Hyper Bomb is another long-lasting weapon, so it's the backup if you're low on magnets or just not comfortable with it. Solid run here for Mazzy.
Yeah, it looks like he's probably just going to miss a 22, but it's going to be pretty close.
It's going to be pretty close. I mean, just this second phase lasts just a little too long, but it's going to be a very low 22 all the same.
Yeah, GG Mazzy with a 22.08 on his splits.
Nice. That's still really good. Mazzy just unfortunately ran into a buzzsaw, but still gave it his all. Put up some really good times here.
Yeah, that's actually only about 30 seconds from Mazzy's PB, so that was a really good run for a race.
Yeah, get all those GGs out for Mazzy. Get him out for coolkid. Get him out for Mazzy. Great match here. Let's see if we can get a hold of either of them. While we're waiting on that, just an update on the bracket. This
Oh my god. And Mazzy's... I'm sorry for interrupting you, Mr. Cam.
No, go ahead.
Mazzy throws up a tribute to Cool Kid. I've just been cool kidded.
We've got to get Mazzy the Garfield hat for later. So this was a Group A match, Cool Kid's first match of the tournament, so he's now 1-0. This will make Mazzy 0-2, which, unless Cool Kid starts losing matches, should be... he has one more race against Lori DeBeaver, one more match with Lori DeBeaver, but it looks like it's going to be Tired Monkey and Cool Kid moving out of here.
Yep, yeah, exactly.
Monkey already 2-0.
Yeah, I mean it's Mazzy isn't mathematically eliminated, but it would take the upset of the century twice in a row to get there.
Mazzy's not Mazzy. Cool Kid has been playing a lot of Mega Man 2 recently, but well, I think any argument I can make about Cool Kid forgetting how to play Mega Man 1 was just defeated here by the legend himself, who I believe is joining us here in voice.
Yeah, well, hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Hear you just fine. Congratulations.
Oh, right. Perfect. Thank you.
So, talk to us about your runs. Obviously, like, how do you feel about them?
I'm very happy with my runs. I'm happy that I've got good consistency in this game, even though I haven't really been playing it as of late. But it's good. It's good preparation because since I'll be running this at AGDQ too, like I'm in good shape.
It's true. You gotta get your practice in for that relay race at AGDQ. Are you gonna go for the Wily 2 zips there?
I will not risk any soft locks in the relay race.
So guts first then?
Guts first. I play completely safe now, but yeah, definitely no Wily 2 for me in the relay race at least. But I feel like it's worth going for it in these races. It's best of 3, so you can risk it in at least one race. Well, if you soft lock one race, you at least have another chance.
Very true.
Definitely. So, tell me, what do you think your most consistent stage is? Because when we were watching you play ice, like it was like a clinic, both games.
You were just like, go ahead.
Oh, I think my most consistent, I'd say Alec is usually on a more consistent stage. Although in the first race, I fell down. I had a really good Alec Man stage, but I fell down in the climb because I don't know. Like I use a different controller from Mega Man 1 and Mega Man 2. I kind of had to get used to the Mega Man 1 controller, so I kept pressing like buttons too early in the climb. But yeah, my Alec Man stage, I would say, was going to be good in the first race, but then I don't know, I just goofed. But I'd say that stage. I just happened to get. I usually don't get that good over Iceman stage, at least not twice in a row. So that was nice.
I do have to apologize that I started pointing out that you hadn't missed the dupe yet in that second race just when you missed it. I mean, just that consistency everywhere.
You cursed me?
Yeah.
And that was cool too. Nah, but I'm very pleased with how I played. I mean, obviously, any time below 19 minutes is really good in this, especially for a race. So I'm very happy.
Yeah, I would say, cool kid, you definitely don't need to go rewatch this, and because one of the commentators may have been hoping that you were going to soft lock. Yeah, I won't say which one, but it wasn't Cab.
It wasn't anyone wearing a hat.
Oh, wow.
I was hoping that you would actually soft lock and get jailed, and then come back and actually run an 18 and make it a really, really close game.
Oh, I see.
I was hoping for the fans' sake.
Yeah, of course. You want to play a full match. I mean, the 3 games, of course. The most action. But I look forward to playing more games in this. Let's see how it turns out.
All right, so it looks like I don't know if you have it scheduled yet. You have Tired Monkey and Lori DeBeaver left in the group. Do you think you're going to continue to set SRL race records here?
I'll try to. I might do a little more practice for the next race. Well, or I don't know, we'll see. Nah, but I'm anything under 19 I'm really happy with. So if I keep getting sub 19s, I think that's going to be a really strong time leading up to like I don't know, the playoffs and finals and such.
Yeah, I have a feeling if you're running anything in the 18s, you're going to be tough to beat, even for the NDs, Dexters, and Streamlines of the world.
Yeah, again, I will rewatch it though, Kov, but thank you guys very much for the commentary. I look forward to watching the race.
Yeah, no, it was. Thank you for putting on a show there. It was great to be able to watch and commentate it.
Yeah, thanks for racing. So, if that's it here, I'm not sure how long the break is. I believe there is a randomizer race coming up in a little while. Link to the Past randomizer coming up in a little while. The Amazing Ampharos against TGH. So stay tuned. Make sure you're following Speed Gaming to keep up with those races. Make sure you're following the runners here we had tonight, Cool Kid and Mazimov. Definitely. I mean, Cool Kid is the legend and the record holder here. Mazimov, probably one of the rising stars of Classic Mega. Definitely give them both a follow.
Yeah, plus Mazzy's got that really swaggy GIF there, the animated GIF.
It's so true. All right, so that's all I've got, Cove. Thanks for joining me here in the booth.
Oh, thanks for the invite, Cab. It was a lot of fun.
All right, and I leave it to the folks at Speed Gaming. Thanks to Tech. Shout outs to the tech crew that working here behind the scenes to help us out. And that's it. Have a good night or good morning wherever you happen to be. Have a good time.
Yep, we'll see you next time.